Hey guys, how's it going? This is an interesting topic. Do you complete me or enhance me? Now, a lot of people want to find the one or ones and say that they complete them as a whole, that they can't live without them. Kind of of two minds about that because technically you can still be alive without someone or something. But the life is just so different. The need versus the want. Do you really need that person? Do you want that person? Many people complement each other, which is awesome. But you're still your own individual and you can do your own individual things. That doesn't mean that, you don't sort of feel that connection inside. I suppose my thinking of is when that completion of self is really dependent. I'm not sure if it is a more modern thing where there has to be a completion because it's not for everybody, and I guess that's the thing. It's not for everybody to have a completion based on somebody else, or is it an enhancement of the life that you have? I don't know. It's one of those things where I kind of think about, whereas in terms of, for the majority of people, it's a completion and enhancement. For the extreme ends, it can be one or the other, because there's quite a few people that are wholly individual, and they're very proud of that, and there's other people who also, I'm not saying that they're not whole, but their life is much more greater with somebody else. And that depends on who you are as a person and where you're at in various different stages in life, and who you are around and who you surround yourself with. So that's an important thing, who you surround yourself with as well, because a lot of people will enhance your life and make it more complete. So my thinking, it's not really one or the other. It can be both, and it frequently is both. There's some people that you just have in your life, you just could not really think of a life without them, in any way, shape or form. And there's some people that you can take or leave. As much as it hurts you to do that, you can take or leave. But there are people that life just wouldn't be the same without. And it's really good when you find people that life would be the same without, in a much more positive, enhancing way, because you can also have life that's so changed without other people in a more progressive way. But I would think, who in your life really enhances it, who completes it? Like, not just the one person, but there's quite a few out there that you go, I couldn't imagine not knowing this person. There's a lot of them out there, a lot of my friends who I call up and talk to. I don't always call them up every day, but every now and again I was like, oh, okay, I'm sticking my head up from my daily life, and holy crap, these people really, really touch your heart and are really just there in the most unexpected ways. And what do? You also enhance other people's life, complete it as well. Think about the ways in which you do that. Yeah, exactly. Should already have a happy life. But that's the basis for everything. Being part of yourself. That's a good point, Beaver. Also having a good life, that it gets enhanced and not so dependent on being completion. Being able to really think about that sort of angle, like do you rely on people entirely for completion? And do you rely on people entirely for enhancement? So what is it about that? I don't think it's a modern day thing where you think you can't be whole without another person. You can be whole without another person. But there are also people in your life that you just think, well, life is so much better with them around, and you want to kind of keep them around. Whether it's a perspective thing or, you know, just enjoying their company, either or both. That's a good point. One on which I usually go on about is that, you know, you are, I think someone said that you are a whole person, you are complete, you're just unfinished in a way that you keep evolving. Being able to be content with yourself is a big thing. If you're not content with yourself, and if you're not good enough on your own, then what is the point of being good enough with other people? I guess not so it's not good enough, that's not a good way to put it, but to being your own person and not having your relationships define you. Instead, you define your relationships. Whether you bring people into your fold and enhance and your life. You can tell I didn't really think a lot about this subject. Well, I did, but it's kind of going around in circles. So I think there's a lot of people in life that help round things out a little bit, help you grow and evolve and enhance life. So I guess I'll leave it at that. What are the people in your life that, or who are the people in your life that you love having around? Are you complete as a person in and of yourself? Do you define your relationships, or do you let your relationships define you? That's an important thing, I think. Something to think about it. Because when you let your relationships define you, you get caught up in a lot of stereotypes, a lot of, well, what they now call social constructs on how things should be, rather than how you want it to be and how happy you are as they are. Okay, I'll see you guys later. I'm off to go meet a friend. Love you guys. Bye.